stir-fry beef with bok choy. It is so easy to make, and the beef is so tender. The bok choy is so fresh and crisp. This is something that I always looking for because it is a one-pot meal that has all the nutrition, the protein, the vegetables, and everything. Go with your steamed rice, you will appreciate how effortless it is to make and how delicious it is. So in these videos, I would like to show you how to make this one-pot wonder. I start with my beef. This is a piece of beef that I've got it. You can use flank steak, you can use sirloin, but the important thing is you have to cut it into strips. I have put it into the freezer for about 1 hour. It is slightly firm now. It is easier for me to cut it into strips. Quite easy to cut it into strips when it is half frozen. And cut it across the grain so that it is more tender. Transfer it to a bowl as I need to marinate the beef. What is required are light soy sauce, some Chinese wine, and some cornstarch. The Chinese wine and the soy sauce will help to tenderize the beef. After that, add about a teaspoon of oil to seal all the seasoning and also the moisture inside. And after that, leave it aside for 15 minutes before frying it. The second ingredient is the bok choy. Now this is a small bok choy and I call it baby bok choy. This is the best one for stir frying. Now if you use the long bok choy, that one is much more fibery, which is not very good for stir frying. That is more for making soup or braising. I've soaked it in water for a while because it is a little bit dirty. I'll then wash it with water and then drain it. These bok choys are quite small, so I just need to cut it into half. Now for the small one, just like that, I'll just leave it as it is because it's just too small. If your bok choy is big, much bigger than this, you can cut it into quarter. It really depends on the size of the bok choy. Beautiful, isn't it? After cutting the bok choy, let's make the stir-fry sauce. This stir-fry sauce is typically Cantonese style. I have some oyster sauce over here, and then I need to add some soy sauce, light soy sauce, some Chinese wine. You find that the ingredient that I use is quite similar to the ingredient I use to marinate the beef. And then I need to add some cornstarch inside to thicken it. And finally, just add a little bit of water to constitute the sauce. Yeah, then this is the stir-fry sauce. I use it for this recipe. Straightforward. And these are the everyday ingredients. You can get it in your kitchen pantry. We start cooking by searing the beef that already marinated for about 15 minutes. I'm using a non-stick pan, which in other words, I do not need so much oil. You can also use a cast iron wok if you have one. Heat the oil in the pan until it is medium to medium high heat, and then put the beef into it. Spread it out to a single layer. Maintain it as medium to medium high and leave it there for about half a minute undisturbed. Let it sear one side of it and then turn it over. Stir fry it until it is cooked. It will take about another minute, and do not overcook the beef. Okay, it's done. So I'm going to remove it from the pan. Now let's add a little bit more oil to the pan to fry the ginger and garlic, and also the white section of the scallion. When it turns aromatic, which takes about half a minute, add the bok choy. Now it looks a lot, right? But it doesn't matter. Afterward, it will shrink in size. It will start to wilt and the volume will become much smaller. If you find that it is too dry, you may need to add some water to continue cooking. Just add bit by bit. Now what I want to do is just a bit more of water, and then I'll cover it for a minute. Cover it will make the bok choy to become tender much faster. But be careful not too long, otherwise it will be no longer crisp and the color will start to change. Now the volume, as you can see, is become much smaller. It's probably only 1/3 of the original volume. Now add the stir fry sauce to the pan, combine with the bok choy. At the same time, add the beef together with the juice. Lastly, add the sesame oil. Sesame oil, usually we add it at the end of the cooking because prolonged cooking may cause the sesame oil to become bitter. Just a bit will do. And also some scallion, put it on it. Give it a good mix, switch off. And that's the one-pot wonder that I mentioned, stir-fried beef with the bok choy. It's done. That is the stir-fried bok choy with beef. Let me try it. Let me try the bok choy. It's still crisp, it's still fresh. And they absorb the flavor from the sauce, and the beef is very nice. And the beef, still very tender because I never overcook it. Very good. This is the perfect dish for the small family or for someone who are running out of time, who really want to get something that is quick and easy and put it onto the dining table. And if you want to get the recipe, I've included in the description below the video and also at the end of this video for your reference. Thanks for watching. Please try it out. Let me know the result, and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.